Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. I take refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. I pay my humble salutation to the Triple Gems. I pay my humble salutation in the feet of our late Bhara Bandeji. I pay my humble salutation to our Guru Bandeji, Venerable Kashyapa Bandeji. I pay my salutation to Venerable Bhikkhu Sangha here. My metta to Samaneras, Anagarikas, Upasakas and Upasikas. Once again, very welcome to this Sunday's Dhamma morning session. So every Sunday you come here and take 3 refuge, take 5 precepts, learn meditation techniques, and you hear some discourses every Sunday, right? Right? So today, I just want you all to remember, okay, or just soft reminder for all the, not only for lay people, but also for monks, for nuns also, okay? In Maha Parinibbana Sutta, the Buddha says to Venerable Ananda Bhante, Venerable Ananda, not this Bhante, okay? Bhante Ananda, who was taking care of Buddha, who was personal attendants of our Buddha. Okay? He told in Maha Parinibbana Sutta, before like passing away the Buddha, Venerable one day the Buddha said to Venerable Ananda, there are 4 holy places. There are 4 holy places that everyone, including monks, nuns, laymen, that means upasakas and upasikas, should visit once in their lifetime with faithful mind. Okay, that is one point. And he says, in that context only, he says that, okay, now for example, now we went to that all the holy places with very faithful mind. And when you are traveling, like Bodh, Gaya, Lumbini, Sarnath, Kushinara, while you are traveling here, he says that if suddenly you die in that area, he says that you will reborn in heaven. Okay? So, there are 4 holy places that every Buddhist people should visit once in their lifetime. So, repeat after me. Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, Kushinara. Okay, one more time. Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, Kushinara. Okay, these are very important place for all the follower of Buddha. Okay, for us it's very important place. Like you have seen now in India, now we are living in India, so you have seen the other believers, they go a lot of yatras, here, there, this yatra, that yatra, this month, that month special. You have seen, no? They go to this, that, so many places. Even some other believers, not only in India, they go outside of India to pay respect to their founder or their religious founder, no? They go outside of this country. You have seen, right? So for Buddhists, we have these holy places in India. It's very near from us. So we should visit. Why I want to remind you this means, because I have been these holy places 2 or 3 times. I have seen many visitors from outside countries, like from Thailand, Burma, even from Malaysia, Singapore, so many, like Japanese, Chinese, all the follower of Buddha, they come and visit to these holy places during 6 months, from like October to end of February, I think. They come, a lot of people, they come. But I have not seen our local people, no, like you and me. Local, we are Indians, follower of the Buddha. I have not seen many people visiting these holy places. So I just want you, like, remind, no, that we should visit these 4 holy places. The first one is Lumbini. So you can visualize this Lumbini now is situated in Nepal. Is a border with India and Nepal, not so far from India also. I think around from one border, I think around 3 hours or 2 hours only. Not so far. 30 kilometers. Okay, not so far. So you should visit this Lumbini park, we say. Why we should visit this Lumbini park, we have to remember. He said that our Queen Mahamaya, when she was expecting her first baby, he said that during that time, the custom was like that whoever get married to some other place, they have to go back to their parents' home to give birth. Not like these days, no? If someone is expecting a baby, you run to the hospital, right? During that time, it was different. He said they used to go to their mother's place or their parents' home. So he said that Queen Mahamaya, when she was pregnant, when she was expecting the baby, she asked permission from King Shuddhodana that she want to go back to give birth to her child. So he said that King Shuddhodana agreed, and King Shuddhodana made arrangement for Queen Mahamaya to return back to her parents' home. He says that when she was going on the way, before reaching to her parents' home, she crossed this Lumbini park. He says that this park was very beautiful that during that time, it says a lot of flowers, lot of trees, and on the flowers, lot of bees, birds. No, it was a like very beautiful sight. He said that Queen Mahamaya, by seeing these beautiful things, she fell in love. And he says that she asked her followers who were carrying her, who were accompanying her, she asked them to stop, that she want to take few minutes rest there, no, under the tree or under the garden. She want to take rest. He said that Queen Mahamaya start walking in this park, and he says suddenly under a sala tree, her bird paint started. He says that then her right hand, when she left, he says that one sala's branch tree, it came down, and he says that she hold this sala tree, sala's branch, and by standing, our Bodhisattva was born. Okay, our Bodhisattva, while standing, Queen Mahamaya was while standing, she gave birth to our Bodhisattva. Okay, this was on the Vesak full moon night, 623 BC, before Jesus Christ. Okay, you remember this? In Lumbini Park, our Bodhisattva was born. So for now, for as a Buddhist, when you visit this, before visiting this, you read little more facts, little more stories about this Lumbini Park. Okay, for us, just remember that our Bodhisattva was born in Lumbini Park on Vesak full moon day. Okay, and when you visit this, you will find in Lumbini, you will find these places where Queen Mahamaya gave birth, and after giving birth, Queen Mahamaya took birth. There is one lake also. Then this is near Lumbini. Then little far from the Lumbini, there is one palace of King Shuddhodana in Nepal, and there is one more in India. There are two palaces. In Nepal, one also is there. So you can go and visit and pay homage to all these places. Okay? Will you remember now first place? Lumbini, where our Bodhisattva took birth on full moon of Vesakha. Okay? Then he says that after giving birth, Queen Mahamaya, she didn't continue her journey to go to her parents' place. He says that she returned back to Kapildavatu. Okay? Then you read the story until the age of 29. He says that Bodhisattva, he stayed until, like, as a man, like you lay people, no, as a man, he stayed for 29 years as a layman, as a prince in the palace. At the age of 29, he said that he saw the four sides. You can see from here, I think, the old man, dead man, sick man, and a monk. Four sides, you see. After seeing this, he said that he went to ask many questions to many people that, oh, why people are getting like birth, no? Then after getting birth, why people are getting old? Then when you are still alive, why you are getting sick? Is there any way to overcome from these three signs like birth, sickness, death? Okay, then he sees a monk. Then by seeing the monk, then he also thinks that, okay, now I will also give up this household life and I will follow this monk's life, ascetic's life. So at the age of 29, he says that Bodhisattva left the palace. And from 29 to 36, for 6 years, he says that our Bodhisattva, he was like wandering around this Urvela place. So this is very near to Bodh Gaya, not so far from Bodh Gaya. You can go and visit this place also. There is one place called Donga City, where the Bodhisattva practiced meditation for 6 years. Before, when he left palace, he practiced meditation under some teachers. When he asked these teachers how to overcome this, like from birth, death, sickness, but they could not answer. But these all teachers, they could answer how to get jhanas. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. But when he asked how to overcome this, they could not answer him. So he said, no, I don't know how to overcome all these sufferings. Now you stay with me and you can teach. You can become my assistant and you can teach other followers. So he says that Bodhisattva was not satisfied. No, Bodhisattva, he left home to find out the solution to overcome all these sufferings. So he says, then he left these teachers and he started practicing himself. He says that he started practicing self-mortification, for 6 years, self-torturing, Attakila Matanu Yogo, for 6 years near the Urvela areas. You will find this place in Bodh Gaya only. So he says, while practicing for these 6 years, torturing himself, then he says that one day he realized that, oh, what I am practicing, I think is not right way. Before, as a prince, I had a lot of luxurious things to enjoy, lot of sensual pleasure to enjoy. I think that was also not a right way to practice. No, I left these luxurious things. Then I practice this self-mortification or self-torturing to oneself. I think this is also not a right way to practice. So he says that our Bodhisattva start practicing again, taking food and this all. Then he thought to himself that I should practice middle part. Okay. Then here also you will find some incidents of Lady Sujata. Then there is one more Brahmin called Sotia. Okay. In Bodh Gaya, if you visit, you will find these all places. You go and visit. And you read before, there are long stories, like Sujata's story also is a very long. You can see there, one lady is offering payasa. You can go and see there, her home. Then nearby there is one place, Sotia, who offered. He says that, for Sotia, he says that when the Bodhisattva was coming from this near the Urvela side, he said that when Sotia he met, when he saw our Bodhisattva, he said that our Bodhisattva was very handsome. By looking him, he said that he fall in love, like he want to pay respect or he want to give something to our Bodhisattva or he want to offer something. He said that Brahmin Sotia, he didn't have anything in his hand. But he said that this Brahmin just went to the forest to cut the kusa grass. He said that he was carrying kusa grass with him. He said that he gave 8 bundle of kusa grass to our Bodhisattva. Okay, then Bodhisattva took this 8 bundle of kusa grass and went to our Bodhi tree, you can say Maha Bodhi temple. You have heard, no? Maha Bodhi temple, maybe you have seen the pictures also, Maha Bodhi temple. Behind that Maha Bodhi temple, there is one Bodhi tree. And he went there and he sat under this Bodhi tree. And you read this story, it's a very long description. The way he sat in the north, south, east, north, south, west. Then finally he sat on the east side. He said that when he sat on the east side, he said that place became perfect. Like if he sit on the north He said the south, it came up like this. If you sit on the west, it's like this. It was not like even. But when he sat on the east side, the place became perfect for him. Then he said that he made some determinations before practicing meditation. Like before, we also, when we practice meditation, we make determination, right? Especially when you go to take courses for 10 days course or 5 days course. If you have gone, you make determination that for half an hour or for 1 hour, I will sit, I will not move my body, something like this. You make determination, right? Or your teacher asks you to make determination like this. So our Bodhisattva also, he said that when he sat down there, he made some determination that until I gain enlightenment, I will not move from this place. So he says that, so when he made this determination, he said that our Mara, there is one picture that side. You will find that side, that corner, no? He says the battle with Mara. He says that when Bodhisattva made determination like this, he said that Mara's seat became hot. Then this Mara, he said that he starts seeing, then he saw that, oh no, someone is going to escape from this samsara. Someone is going to escape from birth and death. So I must go and stop him. So then the first watch, this Mara come and disturb our Bodhisattva. This Mara, he don't want this our Bodhisattva to get free from this circle of birth and death. Okay? So this one was, then after this one, they fight this Mara, they try to disturb, but it doesn't affect our Bodhisattva. Then this Mara get tired, then he went back, he goes back. And then our Bodhisattva, he continue practicing meditation, practicing meditation on Paticca Samuppada, then he practiced meditation on Panicca Samuppada, Anuloma, Patidoloma, how we are born, how human, as you and me, we are born here. Again we die, again we come. Why? The reason, he found out the reasons why we are coming again and again to this samsara. And he found both Anuloma and Patuloma. Okay, then he saw his past lives, and this is what he says. On the last watch of the night, on the Vesak full moon, on the early morning, he says that the sun is rising, the moon is setting. He says that he became enlightened man. He attained enlightenment. From that onwards, we call our Bodhisattva as Buddha. We say Buddha, or we say Samma Sambuddha. There are 9 qualities of the Buddha. When we recite, you see, Itipiso Bhagava Arahang. These 9 qualities, you can say anyone from now, okay? Before that, we considered him as a Bodhisattva. Now, after attaining the enlightenment, we know him as Buddha or Samma Sambuddha or as a Tathagata. Okay? For this also, you read the stories. There are very long descriptions are there. But now, you remember, the second holy place is Bodh Gaya, where our Bodhisattva attained enlightenment. Okay? And after attaining the enlightenment, he says that our Bodhisattva, he practiced meditation for like 49 days in different places, like sitting, like first week he sit for 7 days under the Bodhi tree. Second week for 7 days, he was just looking at the Bodhi tree. Like usually you see, you and me, our eyes are blinking, right? Within seconds, our eyes are like ding, 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 blinking, right? But he says that our Buddha, for 7 days, he was just looking at the Bodhi tree without blinking his eyes, okay, for 7 days. And that Buddha was grateful that he became the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. That's why you see Buddhist people, now we also have one Bodhi tree, like in Sri Lanka or any other Buddhist countries. That's why we worship with the Bodhi tree. Okay. Second, on the third week, he says that Buddha was sitting for first week, then second week just looking. He says that devas, the gods, they became doubt. Oh, now this Bodhisattva is Buddha or not? No? Oh, he is Buddha or not? He says that devas, they start doubting our Buddha. He became really enlightened or not? He is really Samma Sambuddha or not? To clear their doubt, he says that on the third week, the Buddha created a golden bridge. No? In Pali, we say Chankamanna Setta. He said that for 7 days, he said that like steps, no? CD, bridge. So he created a staircase and he walked up and down for 7 days. Okay, that is called Chankamanna Setta. That is also you will find in Bodh Gaya. On the fourth week, he says that we say Ratanagara. Okay, this one, if you go Bodh Gaya, you will find all these places near only. Ratanagara, he says that on the fourth week, the Buddha was practicing meditation, and he said that he was contemplating on the Abhidhamma. We have 3 books in Buddhism, right? Vinaya, Sutta, Abhidhamma. He said that on the fourth week, the Buddha was contemplating on the Abhidhamma, especially on the Patthana book. Okay? He said that when he was practicing on this Patthana, or when he was reflecting on this Abhidhamma qualities, Abhidhamma teaching, he says that 6 rays of colors came out from Buddha's body. Now we take this as a Buddhist flag. You have seen, no? Buddhist flag. He says on the fourth week, when he was meditating on the Abhidhamma, contemplating on the Abhidhamma, these 6 rays came out from the Buddha's body. And on the 5th Ajapala tree, he says that on the 5th, when Buddha was meditating under the Ajapala tree, he says that the 3 daughters of Mara, Tanha, Raga, Rati, they came to disturb the Buddha. He says these 3 beautiful daughters of the Mara came to disturb the Buddha. Meditation, no? Buddha is doing meditation, they want to disturb. So this Mara's daughter, they came to disturb the Buddha. But he says that the Buddha didn't open eyes, no? He just didn't care what they are doing. But for you and me, no, when you are practicing meditation, if something is happening outside, doom also, you will do like this, no? You will just look outside. That's nature of our mind. Or when you are practicing meditation, then if you hear a sound or a song, then your attention, it will go directly, oh, okay, now sound is coming. You will follow the sound. That is the nature of our mind, right? With closing eyes also, you see. If you hear the beautiful sound, just naturally, you will follow that sound. But for Buddha, he says that these 3 ladies were very beautiful. Okay, very beautiful. But he says that Buddha, he didn't open the eyes to look at these ladies. Tanha, Raga, Rati. Okay. Then on the 6th week, he says the Buddha spent meditating under a tree. And he said that on that day, on this week, he said that it was like heavy raining. And he says one snake, one snake came up, very big snake. He says that now, for example, now Buddha statue, you see, Buddha is meditating. He says now, this snake came up and round our Buddha with his body, seven rounds, protecting the Buddha from the wind, from the rain. And he says he kept his head hooked up in the head of the Buddha. So this is called Muchilinda. If you go to the Bodh Gaya, you will find this place also, Muchilinda. On the 7th day, he says this king, or we can say Naga also, this snake became a boy and took refuge in the Buddha, and he disappeared from that place. Okay, for the 6th. On the 7th, we say Raja Yatana tree. On this day, on the 7th, last week, when the Buddha was meditating, here some important things were happened. Okay, for we have to remember is when Buddha was meditating under this Raja Yatana, he says that on the last days maybe, Tapusa and Balika, 2 merchants, they came to pay or to give dana to the Buddha. Okay, so he says that when this Tapusa and Balika, 2 merchants, when they saw the Buddha meditating on the Ratanagara, he says they offered the sweet and honey to our Buddha. So he says our Buddha took food after 49 days after enlightenment. This was the first food offered by Tapusa and Balika. And it also says that Tapusa and Balika were the first two upasakas who took refuge in the Buddha, Dhamma, okay? And there was no Sangha during that time, no monks. So these two merchants took first refuge, Buddha, Dhamma, okay, only two refuges. So they took refuges, and after giving blessings to them, then he said that after that the Buddha gave hair relics to them. So these hair relics, these two merchants, they took to Burma and they built stupa in Burma. So now you can go to Burma and see this Soiragon Pagoda and Buddha Tathaon, something like two places. First, this Brahmin they put in Buddha Tathaon. Then from there they removed and they put some hair relics in Soiragon Pagoda. Okay, these were the some incidents happened in Bodh Gaya after his enlightenment. So he says among the four holy places, this Bodh Gaya is one of the very holiest one. So you should all visit once in your life. Okay, around there some other incidents happens also mentioned. So you can go, before going, you read, you find some facts and you go. Okay, this is the second. Third one is, and this one in the last week, he said that the Buddha was also thinking, no, now I have found a way out to get out of this samsara. Now shall I teach or not? This teaching is very difficult. Will these lay people will understand or not if I teach? He said that then one Brahma, Sampati came and requested the Buddha, Buddha, please teach what you have found. What you have found is very profound. But then this Brahma Sampati gives one example of lotus. You know, the lotus comes in very dirty water, right? Not in pure water. Some lotus die under the water only. Some lotus come up little, die. Some come up little surface to the water, die. Some, they come up totally up, right? So he compared these people like that. Some people will not understand. Some people may understand little. Some people more little. Some people little more. Like Sotapanna, Sagadagami, Anagami, like, okay? Then the Buddha agrees to teach the Dhamma. Okay? So this you remember from the Bodh Gaya side. So after becoming enlightened and after getting requests from Brahma Sampati, then Buddha met, okay, now I will start teaching what I have found. I will start giving the Dhamma to the people. I will share the Dhamma that I have found. After thinking like that, then from Bodh Gaya, he moved to Sarnath. He saw actually to whom to teach the Dhamma. He thought to teach to his two teachers, but that two teachers, they were already passed away. Then he saw his 5 friends, ascetics, that is Kondanya, Badya, Mahanama, Vappa, Asaji. And he saw that they were living in Sarnath. So from there, Buddha, from Bodh Gaya to Sarnath, he started walking. Then when he reached on Sarnath, then the fact of Sarnath, I will tell you very shortly. When he reached to Sarnath, then we say the Buddha gave his first sermon in Sarnath. That is Dhamma Chakka Pavatana, right? You read this sutta and you heard many times regarding this sutta discourses, right? In this sutta it says regarding 4 noble truths and noble eightfold path mainly. So you remember or you don't remember? Dhamma Chakka Pavatana sutta? Even we have a in Asala Purnima, first teaching, right? Dhamma Chakka, we celebrate as a Dhamma Chakka day. So you heard a lot of things about Dhamma Chakka Sutta. So we have to remember, in Sarnath, the Buddha gave his first teaching to the 5 ascetics. And after hearing this Dhamma Chakka Pavatana Sutta, he says that whenever Kondanya Bante, he became Sotapanna. Then after second discourse, the Buddha gave his Anatta Lakkhana Sutta. After hearing this Anatta Lakkhana Sutta, he says that all these 5 ascetics, they became Arahant. And they were the first one to become monks in Buddha Sasana. And they took ordination in Sarnath. So this, you have to remember the third place. First is the Buddha gave his first sermon. Second, you have to remember Venerable Konaniya Bhante became Sotapanna. And then you have to remember, like ordination of monks started from Sarnath. Okay, now there are some more facts, more stories, more like related things in Sarnath. There are so many. So you read when you have time regarding Sarnath. Okay, because we don't have much time. Now we will, you remember now, Lumbini, Bodh, Gaya, Sarnath. And the last is Kushinara. That is, now you see, after now Buddha became enlightenment and he started preaching Dhamma. He said that he taught the Dhamma for 45 years. Then he made monks, nuns, samanera, samanaris, and lot of upasakas and upasikas. He made lot of followers for 45 years. He said at the age of 80, he said that our Buddha, he decided to pass away. No? Because that is the nature, no? That is the nature. Now you and me, we are born. We have to die, right? Or you will not die. Huh? That is the nature, right? We are born, we will die. That is the nature. So Buddha, for the same also. In the case of Buddha also, Buddha was born. So this is the nature that he will also pass away. So at the age of 80, he decided that he will pass away. Then he said that he chose the place is Kushinara. He didn't choose Savatthi or other Vesali places, but he chose Kushinara to pass away. For this also, you read Maha Parinibbana Sutta, you will find very interesting stories, very interesting suttas in Maha Parinibbana Sutta. Okay, in Kushinagara, at the age of 80, the Buddha passed away. Okay, for this, for detail, please read Maha Parinibbana Sutta. Okay, now you remember. I will not tell details regarding this Kushinara and Sarnath, but now you remember the 4 places: Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, Kushinara. So for you and me, once in your life, we should go and visit. Okay? Now you make a budget, start collecting. You have salary, you are working. You make a budget, put every day 100 rupees budget, and make a plan in October or November that I will go and visit these holy places. Like from other countries, they are coming and visiting and paying homage to these holy places. Why not we, Indians, follower of Buddha? No? The Buddha was born, Buddha attained enlightenment in India, not in Sri Lanka or in Thailand or in Burma. Buddha attained enlightenment in India. So for us, it's very near. So we should be proud, that Buddha was born. Like he attained enlightenment, Buddha lived his life in India. So out of proud, we should go and visit these holy places. Okay? He says, I have seen many people who, like from outside countries, when they come, some people joyfully, they start crying. I saw some they cry in Bodh Gaya, some they cry in, especially they cry in Kushinara, where the Buddha passed away. Many people automatically, when they are paying homage to the Buddha's, this Mahaparinibbana's Buddha statue, automatically, I have seen so many upasakas and upasikas, automatically they start crying. This is out of faith, This is not because like blind belief that somebody hit the head, you cry now, in the head, then he start crying. Not like that. It's automatically out of faith, They start crying. Maybe they have some connection with previous life. This joy, we say piti, the joy comes out from their mind. You cannot express to others. You're feeling the joy, happiness. You cannot express. So you say, so for you, if you have time, you go and visit these 4 holy places in your life. Okay? And with these holy places, there are some other places also. Together, at least 12 days. If you want to visit all these places in one time, take 12 days or 10 days with you. Because you have to, these 4 holy places is must. But with that, you have to visit some other places also where Buddha spent time. Like in Rajgaha. In the Rajgaha, we have that Veluvana, right? Veluvana, where King Bimbisara offered. And there are so many places around Rajgaha, so you should visit that place also, like Nalanda also is there in Rajgaha, right? Rajgaha. Then you should visit Savatthi, where Buddha spent 25 verses, and where Buddha spent, like in Jetavana monastery, most of the discourses now you hear on Sundays were taught or were delivered in Savatthi mostly, because the Buddha spent 25 verses in Savatthi. Okay? Then Vaishali also, where now you come and recite Ratana Sutta, no? That Ratana Sutta was given in Vaishali. And like formation of Bhikkhuni Sasana was started from Vaishali. Then if you go in Vaishali nearby, there is one more stupa called Kesariya. That stupa is built by Kalama. There is a very famous sutta called Kalama Sutta, that place. So there are some other places also. So you make a itinerary for 10 days. Okay, this. But 4 places is a priority. I should visit. Others also just make a list and use with you or with your family, with your friends, make a 10-15 groups and you can go and visit. Okay? Okay? Will you try? Okay, because others from other countries, you see from Sri Lanka, Thailand, Burma, China, Japan, there are people there from very far. They spend a lot of money and they come and visit these places. For us, it's in our country, so it's our duty to go and visit in our life once. Okay? With this short information regarding the 4 holy places of the Buddha, may you all get chance in your life to visit once, twice, thrice, or 4, 5 times in your life. I wish you all good health, peace of mind. May you all work on the path of Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.